Hello, I'm Stone Oakwally and welcome to the next episode of Unpacking My Treasures. So if you haven't watched episode 1, you should check that out if you want. Since this is like a general intro I use for all the other episodes, I have no idea what box I'm at. So you have to check the title or whatever. So let's just go straight to the case and unpack the next box. Hello and welcome to episode 12. So this episode we're going to look at Amiga Powers or Amiga power supplies. Yeah, first we start off with two empty bags because my other two power supply, one for Amiga 1200 and Amiga 500, are put in a different box because it's part of two secret projects I'm working on. So yeah, it's just a standard Amiga 500 power supply, I suppose. This one is 5 volts 2.5 ampere and 12 volts 1 ampere. This is the heavy type. These came in different shapes and forms, or weights, I would say. Yeah, this is a power supply for Amiga 500, but also it was for my hard disk controller that I managed to kind of repair about a decade ago. It was a Trump card Pro 500 or something, and I used this to power that external drive, but also the Amiga 500 with this homemade Amiga 500 square plug format thingy. Yeah, it's just a good extra power supply that I can use for if I don't trust my Amiga 500 powers, I can use this. Yeah, I didn't really have any problems with Amiga 500 powers, not back in the day. Yeah, and this is another one. This is a more newer type, I would say. So this has 5 volts 3 ampere and 12 volts 500 milliampere. I don't think this is for Amiga 1200, no, I think that was smaller. So it's either like a newer type of Amiga 500, maybe 500 plus or something. Yeah, but this one is also working. And here we have also, this is also a light one, so both of these last one were very light. This is 5 volts 4.5 ampere and 12 volts 1 ampere. And there's even a note. Okay, not for Amiga 1200 or 2.0 machine, so that will be the Amiga 500 plus. Yeah, I probably tested this and it has maybe 2 week power specification for running Amiga 1200 with Blizzard 1230 maybe. Anyway, that is the notes it says, and yeah, there are two other power supplies. I think they are the same. I don't have a original Amiga 1200 power supply. Well, I did actually when I bought it in 93. I think it went like 2 years, and this was the epoxy type. So very sturdy and kind of heavy block, and if you open it up you're just met with this cement like glue epoxy thing. It's like impossible to fix, and it started to become flaky, and I got so frustrated and mad at it that I wanted to destroy it and crush it. And I think my friend said, "Oh, let's make a video about it," and that actually turned into a demo production. So me and my friend, I was called Demonoid of Procyon, and he was called SV of Procyon, and we actually made, or actually I made a demo. He just starred in the footage and did some action to it. So I programmed this in almost professional on Amiga 1200, and we entered this demo into the wild competition in the Gathering 1997, I think. and we got like 11 or 13 or 9th place or something. So anyway, that was the happy ending for that power supply, but it wasn't a happy ending for the power supply on the film, because we crushed it so hard with the sledgehammer, it couldn't break. Eventually it would break, but it was like falling into pieces, and then we just topped it off with a bunch of firecrackers, like 1.2 kilos of fireworks and gunpowder or something. Set it on fire and just, we filmed everything, and I digitized it, and we made a demo out of it. So that's the only power supply that have failed on me throughout since 1989. And even some of these power supply have been powered on for 24/7 for many years because of my recording project, the So AMC, where I recorded Amiga music for several years, like it was playing live. Then I recorded it on a PC. So the power had to stay on 24/7. I'm not sure of the exact time, but if you multiply all together, it's probably 2 or 3 years 24/7 operation, and these powers are still working. So I don't know, they work for me. Yeah, and that was the end of the power supply box. Of course there aren't too many powers. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is actually the equivalent of the Amigas I have. I have 4 Amiga 500 and 1 Amiga 1200, so I have a power supply to all of them, including my own home-built version. So yeah, that was a little power story, power episode.